Good day everyone, this is the Proud Geek bringing you your daily news from the video game industry. Rumor did not seem to stop about the PlayStation 4 firmware update 4.5 after a Reddit user posted what was supposed to be a screenshot of an email from Sony, and finally we have confirmation. The update will be available for everyone tomorrow, March 9th. This update will bring a new boost mode to improve your gameplay, as well as external hard drive support, which gamers around the world have been asking since the launch of the console. The boost mode, to be more precise, is mainly for those who bought the PlayStation 4 Pro and are playing games that have not been updated for it. The boost mode will increase the console's computing speed by focusing most of its energy on the game, which, depending on the game of course, could result in shorter loading time and better frame rate stability. Take note though that not every game will be improved with the boost mode. PlayStation VR will also benefit from the update 4.5 as 2D images should now look better than they previously did in the headset, and the resolution for the cinematic mode will increase if you are using the small or medium screen, as well as adding voice chat for remote play on PC, Mac, and Xperia devices. Finally, PlayStation will also launch a community app on iOS and Android that will let you see invitations from friends, PlayStation Network status, and community update. Reminding you once again that we are talking about the PlayStation 4 firmware update 4.50 coming out tomorrow, March 9th. No, you're not done hearing about the Nintendo Switch yet. Less than a week since launch, Nintendo announced that, up until now, it is the fastest selling console ever for the company. Does that mean anything at the moment? Not really, except that it goes to show that the new console is off to a promising start. Nintendo learned from the Wii U mistakes and don't plan to repeat them. Launching Zelda with the console sure helped boost the sales at launch, but we will have to wait until Christmas to find out if the Switch will truly be successful. With another big game coming out before holidays, Super Mario Odyssey, and many other games also in the making, next winter is critical for Nintendo and will tell us if gamers truly want the Switch or not. And then another good news for those who bought the Switch, the Joy-Cons are also compatible with Mac, PC, and Android devices via Bluetooth. Though the Joy-Con pair does count as two separate controllers, it is fun to know that you can use them on your computer just like the Xbox and PlayStation controllers. And finally, just a quick warning, just be careful when you dock your Nintendo Switch tablet, as the screen can very easily be scratched by the edges of the docking station. Though this problem can easily be resolved with a screen protector, I do recommend you to be very careful to not damage your screen. And speaking of Nintendo, they just won a lawsuit against a company making products that allowed for the illegal download of their games. The owner of Go Cyber Chopping, Jeremy King, lost when a Canadian court stated that he had no right to implement chips in electronic devices that would let players download any Nintendo games without actually buying them, and is now forced to give Nintendo a $9.5 million penalty. We know Nintendo to be very protective of their licenses, and in this case we cannot blame them. Illegal downloading of game is not the right thing to do if you are a real video game fan. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, the upcoming downloadable content and side story of the popular franchise, will probably be the last ever Uncharted ever made, at least by Naughty Dog, and that's what they told Game Informer earlier this week. Nathan Drake's story ended in Uncharted 4, and The Lost Legacy will wrap up the whole Uncharted story to bring the series to an end. Uncharted is a PlayStation property, and if they want to make another and Naughty Dog refuse, we might actually see other Uncharted, but Naughty Dog doesn't want to do them anymore, so if the franchise go to another company, we might see another Uncharted, but don't expect Naughty Dog to work on it anymore. But as far as they are concerned, with the upcoming Last of Us 2, the studio told journalists that they want to move forward and work on new stuff, and that with limited resources, they cannot work on that many different games at the same time. Uncharted Drake's Fortune was the first installment in the series in 2007 on the PlayStation 3, and it has been a nice 10 years journey for the game, and for Naughty Dog, of course. Now we'll have to wait and see what other great games they are planning for us, and if they will change their mind and actually do another Uncharted or not. After being highly criticized at launch, No Man's Sky developers have been quite silent since then, even about updates. This hasn't really changed, as the new update coming this week has almost gone under radar. Still, we know that No Man's Sky will soon have planetary vehicle that will help you explore the different planets, but we don't know other details about this next update. The patch list should come out when the update is released, but yeah, we don't know anything. For those who don't know, No Man's Sky is a PlayStation exclusive game about space exploration that was highly hyped but didn't have the success they hoped for, as the game and the developers contradicted themselves on many occasions through the development of the game. In the end, the game was nothing like what was announced at first, and players felt like they had been truly let down. The new Overwatch character, who is actually being tested, will probably not be released until the end of March, according to Jeff Kaplan, Overwatch's director. The new female character, named Orisa, will stay in the test room for another short while, as Blizzard is taking time to adjust the game with the feedback they are getting. Orisa is a tank class character who can defend and buff her teammates, and Blizzard mostly wants to make sure that when she officially launches, that she won't unbalance the game in any major ways. We remind you that Overwatch character skills are constantly being rebalanced to make sure that they can't be an overpowered team, that everyone can enjoy it. So this mean that a super powerful character today could still be powerful tomorrow, but not as much, because of new characters being released and wanting to make sure that everything is balanced. The game can be played, I remind you, on PlayStation, Xbox One, and PC. We finish with another Square Enix franchise who will go on big screen, Just Cause. After Final Fantasy and Hitman, as well as Tomb Raider and Sleeping Dog, who are also being rebooted in theaters, it's Just Cause's turn to be announced. The movie will star Jason Momoa, mostly known for Game of Thrones and Justice League, and is directed by Brad Payton, who also worked on Dwayne Johnson, among other movies. This promises to be good, and just for those who don't know, the first Just Cause game was released on the PlayStation 2 in 2006 by Eidos, which is now a property of Square Enix, and the last game in 2015 on the PlayStation 4. The movie will be a good way to ensure that fans don't forget the game until the next Just Cause game releases, maybe on some upcoming and unannounced next generation consoles, we don't know, and this should be a good action movie. That's it for today, everyone. I thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this. You can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and of course make donations on PayPal and Patreon to encourage me improve this channel. I also invite you not to miss the show From the Couch every Thursday afternoon. It is a live YouTube show in which we discusses the geek highlights of the week in technology and gaming. It is at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. in England, and there is a chat room. You can interact with us, ask us questions. It is really cool, really relax. Every Thursday. I hope to see you there. Thank you everyone for watching again today, and have a nice day.